Seriously, Bruce. You've been staring at that screen for hours. What's the big emergency? Did someone steal all the bagels?
The threat is far more insidious. Someone has hacked into the Watchtower's entertainment system.
Oh no, not the streaming services. This is a code red. I'm sure it's just a simple glitch, Bruce. Maybe a router needs to be reset.
It's not a glitch, Clark. The Flash is only getting commercials for used cars, and all of my surveillance footage has been replaced with cat videos.
Okay, that's actually pretty funny. Very suddenly furious. But they're all for used Kias. Do I look like a Kia man? Saturday's Gotham public polls. Today's poll. If Gotham had to elect one bad kid as mayor tomorrow, who would win? 33% say Nightwing, citing charisma, diplomacy, and the fact that he already waves at civilians mid-patrol. 26% say Oracle, because she's basically been running Gotham systems from the clock tower for years. 18% say Red Hood, which is alarming since his campaign slogan is literally free bullets for everyone. 15% say Robin, Damian, mostly from people who think child labor laws are optional. 8% write and vote for Alfred, proving Gotham still craves competence. Trending comment, better a bad kid than another Falcone cousin, honestly. Bruce, are you still on the treadmill? It's been like 2 hours. Father does not merely run. He is preparing for the apocalypse. It is a cardio-based simulation of the end of the world. It's an important part of my routine. I'm building stamina. You know you can just fly to the other side of the world in seconds, right? Pathetic. The Man of Steel thinks a simple flight is adequate. He fails to understand the nuance of father's preparation. Damien, I appreciate the defense, but a little less dramatic flair, please. Acknowledged. But I have attached a photo of your new bat treadmill. It has a setting that simulates running from a T-Rex. You're welcome. Is that a real T-Rex skeleton? Where did you even get that? I'll explain later. Bruce Wayne isn't a you shouldn't eat pizza, it's bad for you, almond mom. He's a you shouldn't eat pizza right before we go out on patrol. You're going to puke it up in an alley somewhere and be embarrassed, mom. This has happened to all the Batfamily members. Yes, even Bruce. By the way, imagine paparazzi catching Batman patting Robin's back as he throws up and posting that pic everywhere and it becomes a meme. Ta-da, my grand entrance. I've been waiting for ages for the dramatic music to swell. Oh, also, Jason, I'm going to you again now. Bruce turns around slowly, a look of pure exhaustion on his face. How did you get into my cave? Oh, that's not important. What is important is that I've redecorated. Every single one of your batarangs now honks like a bicycle horn. Jason looks up from his bike, a single eyebrow raised in amusement. Seriously? All of them? That's actually a little impressive. Thank you. It took a lot of tiny little squeaky things. And look, I even left you a bat bouquet. He holds up the 2 balloons. Okay, come here, little Todd. Time for your annual resignation from life. Get out, now. Relax, old man. I'll take care of it. Friday's Gotham public polls. Today's poll. Which Gotham landmark would you least want to be trapped in during a supervillain attack? 36% say Arkham Asylum. Understandable. That's not trapped. That's volunteering for trauma. 25% say the Iceberg Lounge. Hard to escape when Penguin locks the doors, and no one wants to be stuck with a karaoke contest. 19% say Wayne Tower. People don't trust skyscrapers here. History backs them up. 14% say GCPD HQ, arguing it's usually the first place criminals blow up anyway. 6% say the Gotham Zoo, mostly because the Penguins are definitely in cahoots with Cobblepot. Trending comment. As long as it's not Ace Chemicals, I'm good. If Clark is kidnapped, he knows without having to ask that Bruce is going to hunt him down with the help of the entire Justice League. They'll find him. He'll be fine. If Bruce is kidnapped, he'll just sit there, maybe getting lightly tortured, and dread the arrival of all 17 of his kids. One angry Kryptonian without his emotional support human, Alfred having a red moment, the Bat Cow, and all of the active Justice League members who don't hate him right now. Al Jordan will probably still come with, but he will complain the entire time. I have received your message, beloved. The latest gadget from Wayne Tech has a flaw. The tea brewing function is subpar. Mother, father is a man of simple tastes. He prefers a crude, barbaric beverage that he calls coffee. It's just coffee, Talia, and the gadget isn't for tea. It's a micro EMP for neutralizing small electronics. A micro EMP, but it has a poor spout. That is a clear design flaw. It should have a more elegant mechanism for delivering a lethal shock. I have already begun the redesign. Father, she has attached blueprints. Mother's new design will also dispense tranquilizer darts. You must admit, it is an improvement. Talia, please don't build a coffee maker that shoots darts. And Damien, don't encourage her. I see no problem, if it's simply a matter of convenience. Fun bat thought of the day. Because Bruce sometimes reverts to caveman mode and really only the Bat fam speak fluent monotone Batman grunt. Sometimes they like to overreact or exaggerate just to see if Bruce will correct them. At Justice League meeting, Green Lantern says something about a report. Whoa, B, don't use that kind of language. Relax. I'm sure Green Lantern didn't mean it. What? What's happening? What'd he say? What'd I say? Robin, scandalized. Batman. Also, the fact that Tim Drake canonically watches Bruce get stabbed, spies on the Titans Tower, knows all of the Titans schedules, spies on Dick's apartment with Corey, breaks into Dick's old apartment, follows him to the circus, has kept newspaper clippings of Batman and Robin since he was able to read, knows what art Bruce Wayne collects, had dreams about being saved by Batman and Robin, and you'll reduce his stalker tendencies to just, he followed them and took pictures. No, we need him crazier. Bruce, Tim may have found me in a dumpster, but it was my dumpster and he was looking through my trash. Honestly, I think it's so funny that in the Marvel universe, when someone's really smart, they have like 8 to 12 doctorates and they finished high school at age 12. And then over in the DC universe, it's like, this is Tim Drake. He's a genius. He keeps close cloning his loved ones. He dropped out of high school. Over there is Barry Allen. He can reverse engineer a spaceship in less than a minute. He is such a good chemist, he's still going to be known as the best chemist in 4,000 years. He has a bachelor's degree. Bruce is absolutely addicted to fruit, as in Alfred has to go and buy fresh berries every single day because they are the only thing Bruce will reliably eat. If Alfred just sets down a bowl of blueberries on the desk in the Batcave, Bruce will mindlessly eat them without realizing. When Clark started visiting the manor more, he noticed how much fruit Bruce ate and began calling Bruce his little fruit bat. Clark, we need to have a conversation. Good morning to you too. What's wrong? Don't act dumb. I saw the bruises on Bruce's ribs when he was getting ready to go home after his patrol. Oh, from sparring yesterday? He insisted we go full contact. Being in full contact with you is like putting a regular person in a steel press. What were you thinking? Tim, I held back a lot. He wanted a challenge. He wants everything to be hard. That doesn't mean you can hurt him. I didn't break him. He walked away just fine. Just fine? He nearly went sitting down. I noticed things. Don't do it again. Noted. I'll tell him no next time. Okay, because I will if you don't. And Bruce pays more attention to me than you think. Thursday's Gotham public polls. Today's poll. If Gotham had to elect a bad kid as mayor, who's winning? 31% say Dick Grayson, because he'd charm every single voter and shake 10,000 hands before breakfast. 25% say Tim Drake, claiming he'd already have campaign infrastructure mapped out in a secret color-coded spreadsheet. 20% say Jason Todd, with supporters insisting Gotham needs a mayor who actually does something. 15% say Damian Wayne, mostly from people who want to watch the city council cry daily. 9% say Cassandra Cain, and her entire campaign slogan is just trending comment. Honestly, Gotham would be safer if Alfred ran it, but sure, give it to Nightwing. Cryptic Bruce Wayne that forces himself to act human, even though it hurts, eating cooked foods and vegetables when he really just wants to eat raw bloody meat so bad but he can't make himself do it. He'll throw up for hours because the food refuses to stay down. Dick mentioned it when he was a kid, crying and wanting to help. Jason busted down the bathroom door with tears in his eyes, thinking that it was some kind of drug thing and was barely able to be calmed down. Tim never got to know. Bruce did everything in his power to make sure that he wasn't caught. Damian, who was not a cryptid somehow, only learned about it from Dick. I simply do not understand this contraption. You have all this advanced technology, yet the coffee maker is so complicated. It's a French press, Talia. You pour hot water over the grounds. It's not a secret weapon. Mother, the simplicity is a trick. It tests how patient we are. Father is making fun of us in a subtle way by using bad brewing methods. A test? Then the correct response is to destroy it and construct a superior one from its remains. I will summon my assassins. Don't you dare, Talia. It's a very good French press. He's not telling the truth. This French press is terrible. I'll get the soldering iron. Wednesday's Gotham public polls. Today's poll. If Wayne Enterprises threw a gala tomorrow, who would cause the first disaster? 38% say Bruce Wayne himself, pointing to the fact that he has a history of disappearing 5 minutes in. 24% say Damian Wayne, because no one trusts him near whores divorce or donors. 19% say Dick Grayson, not out of malice, but because he'll absolutely try to do a backflip in dress shoes again. 13% say Jason Todd, with most voters clarifying bar fight in the parking lot. 6% say Tim Drake, and all the voters added he'd fall asleep in the punch bowl. Trending comment, Steph isn't even on the list, and that's a crime. She'd prank the caterers before dessert. Clark, they're at your house, right? There are 7 of them, the front porch. Everyone is staring at me. What did I do this time? They said, and I quote, "We're protesting against emotional neglect." That doesn't even sound like Jason. Jason is the one with the megaphone. He also wrote "bad dad" on my mailbox with spray paint. I'll pay for the mailbox. You'll pay for the therapy bills, Bruce. Tell them to come home. Not until you talk to them. They said that the laws about parenting in Metropolis are better. Clark, don't you dare adopt my children. Too late. They brought overnight bags. Morning, guys. What's with the alarm? I swear it gets louder every time. Oh, that's not an alarm, Hal. That's the emergency coffee machine alert. It's letting us know it's ready for its first batch of the day. I've already had 3 cups. Wait a second. Do I smell burnt toast? Batman walking into the room, Kate billowing slightly.
The League has a strict no toasting policy after what happened last Tuesday.
Barry suddenly looking horrified. But Tuesday was my turn to use the toaster. Did I break the rule? I'm so sorry, Batman. He's not talking about you, Barry. The toast is definitely coming from the Hall of Justice's kitchen. Looks like Superman is trying to make a bagel again. Headcanon that it's a widely accepted conspiracy in Gotham that every new child that Bruce Wayne adopts is a secret biological love child. Like every child he adopts looks strikingly like him, especially his second son, Jason Todd Wayne, that unfortunately passed away as a teenager. Everybody thought that Dick and Jason were biological brothers. Even Duke has the exact same facial structure as Bruce. Cassandra has his eyes. Timothy Drake was the result of an affair between Janet Drake and Bruce Wayne. He just won the custody battle recently. Damian looking like a mini Bruce but still looking like his older brothers only solidified that theory even more. The speculation has kids all over Gotham wishing they were one of Bruce Wayne's secret love children. When Damian first arrives at the manor, even he is a bit insecure of his position as the only blood son. Because of the sheer amount of rumors, everyone in the family has to frequently assure him that he is in fact Bruce's only biological kid. It's still funnier either way. The Justice League finding out Batman is Bruce Wayne, but it's because a Gothamite asked Batman for Bruce Wayne's autograph. After a mission that ended in the heart of Gotham, the jail is still trying to do a head count and damage claim stuff. Batman will pay for it, as always, and civilians are all over, except one of the Gothamites being loaded onto a stretcher managed to flag over Batman, one arm in a sling, as they hand the Bat a small notebook. Yo, Mr. Wayne, can I get your autograph? Batman, signing the notebook and carefully handing it back.
I included my number. Send me an invoice for the medical bill.
Thanks, bro. They had no clue Batman was Bruce Wayne, but in Gotham, it's been a pretty open secret. The Wayne boy leaves Gotham for 10-ish years and comes back buff. At the same time, a buff masked vigilante shows up. It's not rocket science. You're Bruce Wayne?
I own the Watchtower. You think dressing like a bat pays space station bills?